It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC West. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
SoFi Stadium. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center, guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Back to throw, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it right.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Brandon Powell. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there. And just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
A seasoned veteran, we're seeing more chapters being added in Stafford's decorated career. Secured a Super Bowl ring, remains a respected leader, And his stats, they're better than ever. Now we just continue to watch him climb the ranks of the NFL's all-time passing leaders.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot. A lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Riley Dixon now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. Nifty move. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 2nd down.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the gun, here's Smith. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Stafford. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down.
That was a run run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks are starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now Gino on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant, and he goes out right around the 39. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 2. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
2 yards, good enough for 1st.
This is just a little touchback. Just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Coach, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll try the air now with Smith. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Geno. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 29, Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Smith. And he's got it. Touchdown. Will Dissly, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing to start the drive.
Defensively, they have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Stafford. This one finding the hands of Brandon Powell. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Stafford looks to throw again.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Second and 4.
Here's Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st down, it's Stafford.
Pass caught. It's Ben Skoranek. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Seahawks 39-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford throwing the out route incomplete. That's Powell.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's go. Let's do this, man. Let's do our thing.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gay knocks this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando and the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Seahawks in that first half. And despite the big lead, they really did next to nothing throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage. We'll see how aggressive they want to be going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Intercepted by the Seahawks.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Smith. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain an 11-point spread.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. On 1st and 10, Stafford completes it to Powell. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Throwing is Stafford. Open is Powell. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Smith over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Smith. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
They'll run on first down with Dallas.
And this time they were ready for it as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Turn it up.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Throwing is Smith.
He's going to get this underneath to Dallas.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Jason Myers on for field goal.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread. Now, Charles, all
things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
The Rams ready to go on offense. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at the 45. Now Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far in 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Powell.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Stafford.
Open man is Skoranek. He's got it.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Stafford now to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Powell from 10 yards out. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver. Successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the play?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Smith on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Goodwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Geno. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Straight ahead running. Here's Dallas. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to swell the lead to 6. Myers' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 6. Just over a minute 40 to play. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they will take a knee here. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it.
Charles, in these lower-scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean, partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.